Cyber attack on a healthcare giant continues to impact metro pharmacies.
6 is on your side with what's being done behind the counter to make sure you receive the services and medicine you need. Our Bella Caracta joins us live in the studio.
John, Aaron, it's been nearly 2 weeks since United Health Group, which owns Change Healthcare, first reported a cybersecurity attack. The owner of Kohl's Pharmacy has 6 locations in the area and says you may experience efficiency problems when going to the pharmacy.
For every 3 patient records, Change Healthcare is involved. It's one of the main 3 companies that manage patient benefits.
If one of those has an issue, then it's a problem for all pharmacies across the country.
Change Healthcare's system allows pharmacies to process payments and check insurance coverage.
You don't have access to their insurance, and so then you can't process their claim.
For David Kohl's pharmacies, thankfully, they have workarounds.
Fortunately for us, we do lots of medical equipment, so we have other avenues to look up what people's insurance are.
But according to the American Hospital Association's latest open letter to the United Health Group president, quote, the reality is that workarounds are not universally available. The letter addresses United Health Group's Friday announcement that it created a temporary funding assistance program. That's needed because some pharmacies rely on Change Healthcare's system to get reimbursed by insurers. This disruption can affect bottom lines.
If a pharmacy decides to provide a service without being able to process a claim and get a paid response, then they're risking that Change, Optum, and United Healthcare will stand to their word and reimburse that pharmacy. And often they don't do that, unfortunately.
The new temporary funding assistance program should provide short-term cash support for pharmacies so they aren't left on a promise.
We're able to get around it. It's just less efficient to get it done.
David Kohl tells me they haven't heard from Change Healthcare about when there's an expected fix, which he says has been particularly frustrating. On your side in the studio, Bella Caracta, 6 News.
And 6 is on your side tonight. This cyber attack has resulted in scammers targeting Nebraska patients. Bryan Health has received multiple reports of scammers reaching out to patients claiming to be hospital reps. Scammers are reportedly telling patients that they're entitled to a full refund if they provide them with a credit card number. Bryan Health stresses they will never ask for a credit card over the phone to start a refund.